You know, the best time to seek a relationship is actually when you are not seeking a relationship. The best time to seek love is when you are not seeking love. The best time to seek romance is when you are not seeking romance. Because the thing is, if you have those things within you, you never have to seek and look for it outside of you. So what am I saying? You don't try to have a relationship when you are feeling lonely. You don't try to have a relationship when you are feeling drained or tired or anxious. You don't try to find a relationship because you need something. You don't try to find a relationship because you need love, you need anything. The only reason why, the best time to trust the relationship that you have is when you know for a fact you are fulfilled within, where love is present, peace is present, happiness is present, and joy is present. Here's the secret. Allow those energies to work for you. See, many of us are working too hard. We are doing too much. So we become anxious. We become scared and fearful. You know, we begin to resist nature. And so we are trying to choose from our intellect. And the intellect cannot go to a higher dimension. The intellect is here for the third dimension when you understand the physicalities and you understand education and all these things. So what you have to do, you have to come to a place within where you are fulfilled and peaceful and filled with joy and love. And when you are filled with those energies begin to do the work for you. See, when you are not completely fulfilled, when you are not filled of love and joy and peace, then the energies is not working. You are working. Your intellect is working. Your hands are working. Your thoughts and your feelings and your emotions are working. And those things don't really help you elevate. Those things help you stay where you're at in the same situation. Because feelings, number one, are records of the past. Emotions are records of the past. And thoughts are records of the past. So if you stay in your thoughts, if you stay in your feelings, and if you stay in your emotion, you're going to keep having what you have been having all this time. So when it's time to elevate is when you have to leave those things behind, right? And fulfill yourself with love, joy, happiness, peace. And have those things go out there and work for you. See, what those things will do, those things will go out and attract. It will go out and find something, because, you know, this is the law of harmony. It will find something that matches the frequency of the same energies that you carry. It will connect to that individual, and they will notice you, because your energy is so unique. It's like your fingerprint. Your energy is unique. So this is when your energy, your love, your peace, your happiness goes out from you, because it's pure, it's kind, it's patient. It goes out from you. It connects to an individual that carries or that operates on the same frequency as you are. And that person notices you because your energy, again, is unique. So they recognize you. And when they recognize you, you recognize them. You don't find them, you recognize them, because the energy matches. The energy says, this is it. And so it's not based on a chemistry. It's not based on strong emotion. It's based on a recognition of what's already inside. You only recognize that which is inside of you, not that which is outside. You cannot recognize something outside of you. You can find something outside of you. But if you find something outside of you, it's not based on the inside experience. It's based on the outside excitement and stimulation. It's based on your emotions and your feelings, based on what you are used to. So listen, allow your emotion, allow your not your feelings, allow your love and peace and joy and silence to leave, and to allow them to work, do the work for you. Many of you are doing too much. You're trying too hard. You are getting frustrated and you are getting angry. You are getting tired. So it's because you're working too hard. Allow the love to work for you. And listen, let me tell you this right here. The thing about love is this, and peace and happiness and vibration. When that thing goes out and it reflects somebody to you, when that person recognizes you and you recognize them, listen, this is when you have to be adults. Because sometimes that package don't come looking the same as what you are used to. I know. We have standards, but we don't have frequencies. Sometimes you have to choose one, frequency or standards. Sometimes both come. Sometimes frequency is the most important thing, and that comes. And many of us, as we get older, we get more fearful. And as we get fearful, we get more anxious. And as we get anxious, we don't attract nothing good because we attract that energy that's coming out, anxiety. So you will attract somebody on the same wavelength, somebody in the same frequency. You see, anxiety is a low vibration. You might be kind and you might be nice, but anxiety is continuously in your spirit. And that becomes your dominant operation frequency. You operate in frequency. Anxiety, anxious, scared, fearful, threats. Because when you are anxious, there's a threat. And when there's a threat, you don't feel safe. And you don't feel protected. And you feel vulnerable. And that when you go out, I'm telling you, somebody who lies and cheats and manipulates, that is the perfect target for them. Perfect. Because now the threat founds the one who is threatened. The threat founds or recognizes the one who is threatened. And when they're threatened, recognize the threat. Oh, it keeps them in the same place. Understand what you attract. Sometimes you attract a complete different spectrum, an end of the same spectrum from what you are. You attract the complete end of the spectrum, and you have to understand this. Let love and peace and joy work for you. They work better than you can ever imagine. It works better than anxiety. It works better than you trying to find and trying to search. Allow you to relax. And I'm telling you, but when it comes back, sometimes when it comes back, don't try to understand what comes back. Don't try to compare what it, to your past. Because this is not your past experience. This is your present. This is a new vibration. This is a new era. It's a new mindset. So understand, the person might not look the same as you are used to them. The person might not act the same or have the same type of money. But I promise you, that love and that peace and that joy knows exactly what it is. That love and peace and joy and happiness know exactly what to look for. And when it finds it, you have to trust it. Go above your ego. Let me say that again. Go above and go beyond your ego. Because a lot of us, it's our ego that's stopping us from seeing what the heart is bringing back. Because it doesn't match what your type is. It doesn't match what you are used to. Even though what you are used to ain't what you need or desire. Sometimes what you're used to is something shallow, something weak, something sad, something broken. Please, don't work so hard. Let your love and peace and happiness, you have to learn how to be in that state. You have to operate in that state continuously and consistently on a regular. See, you're looking for consistency, right? Then first you must be consistent in your own love. You must be consistent in your own peace. Some of you try to be consistent and you don't feel a familiar feeling. And when you don't feel that feeling, you become anxious. When you don't see the results instantly, you become anxious. Some of you want to see the results instantly, and that's not how life goes. You have to convince your mind. You have to convince your body. You have to convince your presence and your energy that you are already fulfilled. And when you convince your energy that you're already fulfilled, as within, so without takes place, the law of correspondence will take place. Now you begin to attract on the outside exactly what you are on the inside. You begin to attract that person. That person begins to recognize you, because that's how it is, mind over matter. Is your mind, when you focus on something, that shapes it that way and brings it back to you, because it's your creation. So I'm saying, let your heart work for you. Let your trust and love, but it got to be pure. See, at this stage, we're not 21, 22 anymore. We just don't get the same things that you got at 20, 21. We have changed. We have grown. We have experience. We have our own thoughts, our own perspective. It's not gonna be the same way. Now we have to elevate. You can't keep being the same 21, 22 years old. It's not the same. Now in our 40s and 50s, I'm talking to the older crowd, the 40s and above, not the 40 years old. But I'm talking to us. You can't you can't abide by the same rules as at the age of 20. 20, you're fresh, you don't understand anything, your body looks fresh, You know what I'm saying? Your feelings, your feelings are good and it's high and you feel good and you're doing what feels good. Now it's not about doing what feels good no more. It's about doing what makes sense. It's about doing what's compatible with us. It's about doing what we need to do. Past that feelings. Now at this stage, let's pass that feelings. Let's go towards the truth and understanding and wisdom. That's how we choose. But first, again, you must get in that inside experience, that peace, love, and joy created daily. See, don't look out, look in. The more you focus on the in, the out will appear as the inside is. As you focus on the in, the out begin to change. The outside on who comes to you only changes when the inside change. Not when the outside changes. See, your outside changes when the inside changes. So please, let love work for you. Let love work for you. Let love do it. Trust it. That's what it does. Energy attracts energy. It's not you. Sometimes you are just conscious of your thoughts, and sometimes you're not aware of your feelings and you're not aware of your emotions, and that's what you are using to attract because that's what you are carrying. That's the dominant energy. Just relax. Stop looking. The best relationship comes when you're not looking for it. Love comes when you're not in search of it. Learn how to find it on the inside and operate like it's already there. And see yourself like it's already there. And see yourself like everything that in life that you ever desire is already within you and near you and in your own energy space. And when you start to see things that way, you recognize people, past looks, past motive. You recognize people for what they are because you recognize yourself. That's how it works. That's how it works. That's how it works. I'm just saying.